When you open your Visual Studio, this is the first page that you will see. If you have any further projects that created in the past, you can see it here. But for new projects, you have here 4 options. The first is clone a repository. For example, if your code is on a GitHub or something like Azure Cloud, you can clone it with this option. If you have a complete project and that project has a solution file, you can open it with this. Or if you are not sure about your project, you can open a complete folder from this file. For now, we need this create a new project option. Click. So as you see here on the left side, you can see the previous projects that you used in the past. And in the middle side, you have several options. Here, you can select your language that you want to be programmed. For now, it should be C#. Here is the platforms that you want to program for. Just let it on the all platforms and the project's type. Here, I just need a website. I select web. There is a bunch of projects that you can create with Visual Studio, but for now, we need ASP.NET Core with Razor pages. Click Next. Here, name the project, for example, Hello World. And here it's a location of your project. Click Next. Here is the type of the .NET framework that you want to use. I just use this .NET 8 because the other ones are out of support. .NET 8. And I do not want any further authentication type. And for more secure websites, you should use this HTTPS, and by default, it's checked. So let's create a project. Well done. You create your first ASP.NET Core project. Here on the welcome screen, you can see some more informations about the project, and by click on each of them, you can get more informations. And also here you can see some informations about the server dependencies, the connectivity of your project. And the last one is the publish part that I will definitely explain on the other video. Let's cancel it. Close. We do not need it. Now I want to do a quick explanation of the options and menus in the Visual Studio. So on the left side, we have several explorers that you can create your project to the database. We have tools. On the right side, we have solution explorers, some things that related to the Gits, class view, notifications about the updates and the new things from Visual Studio, and the properties. Let's go back to the Solution Explorer. So in the Solution Explorer, all the elements that you have on your project is here. The first one is connected service. If you connected to any services from your project, you can find it here. For now, it's nothing there. The dependencies is all the related frameworks and libraries that you want to use on your project. In the properties folder, you can find a JSON file. That in this JSON file, you can find all the basic information about your project. And for example, in what SSL port this project should be run and the rest. For now, you do not need to know exact things about this file. Let's close it. The next folder is www-root. In the www-root, all the front-end elements are located here. For example, the CSS files, JSON files, and the libraries that you want to use on your project. For example, by default, this project has Bootstrap, jQuery, and jQuery validation. The next file is pages. Pages folder consists all the views and elements that you will see in your project. For example, as it's obvious, the shared folder has all the elements that is common between all the elements of your project. For example, the next one is error. If your project has error, it's redirect to this page and show the error and the exact error. So the next file is index. Index is the first thing that you will see on your project. That means it's the same as home page on your website. So the next one is the privacy. It's just a new page. We have application setting.json. It's another JSON file that here you can add some more properties that you want to use it only once. And the last one is program.cs. This file consists all of the elements and components that you use in your project. Now I prepared some more information about these commands. Let's just copy and paste it. For example, the first var builder file, web application create builder, it's create a new application builder, which is used to configure your app. Or for example, one of the important things that you should have it on your project is this command, app.use HTTPS redirection. It redirects any HTTP request to HTTPS. Save, let's close it. So now I want to run the project for the first time and we will see what will happen. Very well. Your project is here and you are creating a new ASP.NET Core website. So here is the name of the project. Here is the home and the privacy that we will cover it. So let's close it. We go back to the Solution Explorer and I want to add another page. Right click on the pages, click add and create a new Razor page. For now, you have three options to create a new Razor page. An empty file, a Razor page using Entity Framework, and a Razor page using Entity Framework CRUD. If you are not familiar with Entity Framework and CRUD, you can find a very good and helpful video on my channel. For now, I just need an empty page. I just name it as a personal information. I should add underscore here and let's click add. So let's beat and I go back to the index file. Let's change it some text and see the result. Welcome to my first ASP.NET Core application. Let's save. I want to add more elements to our project that, for example, collect the information of your user and show that information on the other page. So we need div class column 12. And so if you do not know about CSS and HTML, please write down in the comment and I will create a new good video to learn CSS and HTML better. So I need another div class pro, and here I want to add more information to the user. For example, please insert your information, and I need another div for getting information from our user. Div class. I just want to divide our page to 3 columns. So column 4. So for now, each ASP.NET page divided by 12 columns. And here I divided these 12 by 4, and which means we have 3 columns. For now, I want to add more labels and input box to our project. So here I need a label that's for first name, and I also need an input. So for the type of the input, we have several options that you have more opportunities to select each of them. For now, I just need a text file, and for the name, we set it as a first name. The value should be empty. This name is important because in the backend code, you need this name that collect the information from this input box. I just copy and paste them here and also here. So the second one is last name here, last name, And for the last one, I want to get the mobile phone number. Mobile number. And for the type, I just added number because I want to limit the user that just enter the number to this input box. And here it name it mobile. So let's run the project and see the result. Very well. All the informations and the components that we were added are here. But up to now, it's not well shaped. Let's add more classes and more CSS styles to these components. Close it. For example, for input, we have a very practical class that name is form-control. It will shape our components. Copy, paste, and see the result. Well, that looks more professional. So let's add two buttons to this page. For this purpose, I need a new row, div class row, that create a new row for us. And here I need another div class column. Column for now, I think one is enough. And for the input type, I use it button and name it as a btn save, for example. And I just want to add more classes, btn success. So I need another button also. Let's change it to 2. And last one is danger. The value is save. And here is delete. And the name should also be delete. Let's see. Very good. But here there is a problem that, as you see here, these buttons are very stick to these mobile number element. Let's add more padding. For this column, I add padding 2, and let's see the result. Very well. It's well shaped and quite fine. Now let's add that personal page to this menu that we have access to it. We go to the shared layout, and as you see here, this is the menu part of our application. If you do not know about each element, you can just hover with your mouse on it and learn more things about these elements. For now, I need li class nav item, and I also need a tag and with the class navlink, and also text dark as a default, and we do not have any ASP area. Just let it empty, and the name of that page is personal underline information. Let's close the tag, and now I want to add a very dummy text to that page that we can make sure these links work. I just need a view data for title. The title should be personal information, and I just here add a very dummy div to see the changes. So let's add a paragraph. This page shows personal informations. Just this. Let's run the project. So the page is not here.
Oh no!
I forgot to add something. Let's close it. Here on the menu, you should add your page text to your menu. Personal info. Save. Let's run it again. Very well. Your menu is here. Click on it and the page redirected to this personal information page. Let's go back to the home, and very good. In the next video, I will teach you guys how you can send the data from this page to personal info page, and after that, we will learn together how we can save the data into the SQL Server. I hope you enjoy my video up to now, and if you have any further questions, please write down in the comment box and I will answer it as soon as possible. Please hit like and subscribe button that I have more passion to make more videos for you guys. See you in the next video.